Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Memphis Tigers. Take it away, broadcast team.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Off play action on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an... He was looking for a little return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Tiger! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And he'll bring it back. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Memphis offense has the ball for the first time. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking group.
I think the big question then is how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches and try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read himself. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
The run from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Lewis wants to pass. And to get rid of it quickly. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved them up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
It's a big stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Second down, he'll throw it. Setting up the screen. And he'll throw it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Lewis to throw. Makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Quick toss. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Kansas Jayhawks. Rock chalk. Take it away, broadcast team.
Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Safe completion on the screen. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Kansas offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what that they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly, but when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Jayhawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He's going to run it. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. The Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Delp. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw, it's Daniels. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. Big pickup on that one, they'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Finds his man, it's Hurst. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. It's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Sends it back in motion. Caught behind the line, it's Ayers. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Henderson. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be third and long. Oh, they're after him. Under heat, he gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third ball, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers. They've got to regroup here at halftime.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Here's the heat. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Finding an escape route. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal now.
Breaks into the open. The tag. Slippery slide. Finds his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Kansas Jayhawks. Rock chalk. Take it away, broadcast team. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Taking a shot on the first play. Grabs it inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
That is how you start a football game. My guys really fast, really good. I'm going to feature him, give him the football, and he will do the rest. One play, one superstar, one touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Jayhawks offense will go to work for the first time today. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their back.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I love being a defender and playing in front of my home crowd, man. When you give them something to cheer about, they go nuts. And how about the first play? The very first play of the football game, you get a sack and make this place go crazy.
And the Jayhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation. Did a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He lobs one high down the left side. Underneath toast to coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Missouri! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. To the air, it's Daniels. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, you talk about starting a game in style. You dream about getting to the quarterback and getting sacks. How about this? Back-to-back sacks for that young man on 2 plays.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's first. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders are everywhere. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Back to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tiger! Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jordan. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Mustangs will hustle to the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last two plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Newton. Pressure coming. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, and that's not the intent you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. Around the corner, it's Ayers. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Green Wave! Quick strike through the air for the score. What to grab it. What a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jordan. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Turning it on! And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Mustangs are flying down the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Dropping back, it's Newton. Caught near the sticks, it's Carter. Knocked out of bounds, they're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he tagged on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Ayers. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. The give to the tailback. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. We'll send the tight end in motion. Here comes the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. He picks it up, still on his feet.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. He'll ride his man on the option. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's at the 30. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
I mean, what a playmaker. This dude can take off from anywhere and attack your defense. Forget the option. Forget pitching it. He is going to take it, and this is why, because he chews up big yards, makes the huge play.
Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. They'll run the option. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Here's the handoff. Stumbled to the ground.
I think the OC would be really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down and shoot. And I got fourth down in the pocket if I want to go for it.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Green Wave. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Moss. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Back to throw, it's Newton. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half. You can all of a sudden see the body language of this defense. It has changed.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grab over the middle. It's Bell. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Back to throw, it's Newton. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take a shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Powers through the defender. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
A first down for the offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you can tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth it.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Looking to pass, it's Newton. Makes the catch, it's Jackson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. It's complete to the left. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Deep shot for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, they hoped up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. That'll bring him to within 4.
All the bounces going the kicker's way right here. That was just at about the extent of his distance for a field goal, and the crossbar helped him out, putting 3 up on the board.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. One more snap coming before halftime. Dropping back, it's Washington. He holds one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And the Mustangs will kick it away to crank up the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Throws for the tight end. That's caught. It's dealt. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. On the option. Still on his feet at the 45. Keeps it and gets the first down.
Yes, sir.
He'll step into the end zone.
Disconnect all the food.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels and the 55-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Hello?
You enjoying your fight, sir?
Yes.
The give to the back.
What you got going?
He never had a chance. Just stop
Are
cold
you
as
winning
soon
or
as he
losing
got it.
today?
I'm winning right now.
Mustangs come to the line in the hurry up.
I still got a whole
Well,
other
it's a
quarter
negative
to
play
go.
trying to
It's
run the
like
football, and I
21-10.
think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing it by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
You asleep or something?
Was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
You must drop Marshall or something.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got a man. It's
You a
Bell.
driver?
They stop short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth
Oh.
down.
She can't go to sleep at work.
That makes sense. Like I said, yeah, no, one of y'all driving wrong. Yeah, I'll keep moving.
He'll try to
She
throw and
feels
pick
like
up
she's
the
right
first down.
right down.
Takes a shot as he throws, and
Sound like he
never had a
eating.
chance. Incomplete.
I ate about the sun.
I hope. But he quit.
I mean, you might let you'll let me do
I finally won. I ain't won the game all weekend.
that. Good job.
Fighting to get there when you.
We gonna come get you.
You thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I had to put your truck for. I'll let you run the truck for. This truck it's not as small.
Saw the big black truck.
Yeah, the shoes.
Yeah, but it's plain iron.
Oh yeah, it was embarrassing. The only part that gets me is the spray paint.
It's LB. You country old school do it yourself. And
That truck was vacuum clean, like
he always been like this. Dad go to the country and he would sit there and like, we do that in the city and he ain't got nothing to do. If you ever see him sitting outside leaning against the truck, he wiping on.
Oh, it was no trash, no dirt, no nothing.
Always.
It's clean, everything.
Smell like black ice. I used to be
I
like,
had to squeeze it. He's so big, you can't fit in the truck with him. I had to put him in the middle.
that's crazy.
Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway.
That's what it is.
I see why they put him in shared truck. But I was squeezing it in this
That
morning.
ball skips through the end
Yeah,
zone.
truck
It's a
long, I
touchback,
think
and
in
they'll
the
take over at the 25-yard line.
I don't know, but he's dirty.
Always. Mama probably stay clean for like 2 days.
But Jordan was
The offense will have to use its first timeout
when I got there. I didn't when we put in the truck and we did free media. He said, oh, perfect. So he gave me I said, all right, I got you. I had to squeeze him in the middle.
So he must have to take Jordan to school.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Flags it out of the air. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Quick release by the QB. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Casper.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
There he goes. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, it's pretty good.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Green. This time he's got it. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Rushes on him. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. The give out of the gun. Not much room to run, giving 1 to the 7.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
He's going to take off. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Back to throw, it's Green. And the rush will get to him at the 25. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Runs through a tackle. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. Tulane to the line, facing second and short.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snatches it on the right. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Tulane right back to the line.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Now on the option. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll go hurry up here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Greenway. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll try the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Green. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. On the option. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Tulane right back to the line. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 1st and 10 from their own 17. To the air, it's Green. And as he throws, incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to... ...42-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Goes to the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes plays at the 39. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that can get after the quarterback, that played relentless. Those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
On to kick it away.
They boot it away. And it'll be down right there. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
Back to pass, it's Green. He's going for the big play. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Clemson jumps to the line. Tight end now in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Turnover margin always goes such a
underway, and we'll kick it off to get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Going to the running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Smith wants to throw. Finds a tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, you know, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Fears the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Catch in the middle, it's Alexander. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. To the air, it's Culpepper. Quick strike complete. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. He'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down. Let's see if they punt it away. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it to the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out. And here on the opening play of their second drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
Smith dropping to pass. Finds his tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Alexander. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too, to try to get him going there.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bama!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Ayers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sayers. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Looking downfield, it's Culpepper. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes a grab on the shot. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense.
There's not a lot to think about when you're the quarterback. You've got one of the best receivers in the country. You get him the ball any way possible. It doesn't matter if one guy's covering him or two guys are covering him. He just gets open and gets first downs.
Now the toss. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit, and that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations, and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown tie. And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He lost one down the sideline. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some...
Oh, he's got some space. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Counterplay is a great play to mix into your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The play action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Looking for room. It's Alexander. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Alabama.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Smith wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle. It's Alexander. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Running the red zone. It's Alexander. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Coming up, 4th down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Good surge up front, give it 4 out to the 18.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell. They had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Finds his man. It's Bernard. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Smith dropping to pass. Under fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Now, on the third play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone, reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And how about that? That's two really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here, bowing their necks up. It's most important when you get in this area. 2nd and goal now, they get the big stop.
Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Max looking for the goal line. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the touchdown, Alabama! And the punishment has been extended.
And how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Ayers. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Tulane right back to the line.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
You got to give this defensive staff a ton of credit. They had a plan for this guy, right? They've watched him on film. He's been eating defenses alive. They've limited him. That was only his first catch. They've changed up their coverages. They've gotten after them.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not getting...
Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He'll run it again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short drive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Power football with the run. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
On the play.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
And the returner will be brought down. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the 2nd time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Complete to the left. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Hauls it in. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Catch in the middle. It's right. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Tackled on the play.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give on the counter. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He's got it. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix. On offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus ride, the